Alright, you guys, this has been bothering me for way too long. This furnace array stream needs to be fixed, and for those of you who might not like redstone, this is going to be a very redstone intensive episode, but I'm just going to get it done. So, the current problem is this, there you go, right here. When the furnace array is sorting, the items go in here, or when it unloads all of its items, the items go in here. First off, there's a block above this chest, which means I'm pretty sure it's not actually going to unload, but this hopper is not going anywhere and I can't even access the chest, so I think it's completely blocked, because obviously this hopper is not draining out. And also, this hopper line gets completely clogged up because the unloader for the shulker box unloader goes into this item stream as well. And the hopper stream is shared by the furnace array, meaning when the shulker box unloader is running, the furnace array's items they don't get top priority and they just get lost. And that's kind of a big issue. So what I'm going to rearrange everything to do here is so that the furnace array has top priority. I'm going to rewire it, maybe redo some of this clock here, make the items go into this main filtering stream, and it will have complete priority. So when the furnace array is unloading its items, everything stops over here while it unloads its items, because why would we want to lose our cooked stuff? And I really do like this switch going from the sorter to the chest, but obviously somebody flicked this, not knowing that this is broken. So there are a few series of things that need to change for this to happen, so let's get started. So I'm thinking we're going to work backwards. I was looking at the clock here and where the items originate, and I was thinking this whole time that this item stream needs to be higher. If it's going to intercept the item stream and take priority over the other items, it's going to need to be at the source of where everything goes in, which is right about here. This is the hopper we need to connect to. And this is completely fine. We can get in here, but the items need to be higher, which means the ice stream is going to need to be coming along right about this level. Maybe not here, maybe here, but not, not down there. But after I was just kind of looking at it, it would appear as though everything can be different. So I was going to rebuild this ice stream anyway. That was expected. That's why I took the water out. And it looks like we have a lot of chests leading down into this dropper. Well, I think we can just move the dropper up, and that'll make my entire life a little bit easier. Well, hello, little redstone line that's not connected to anything. This kind of reminds me something a little bit silly. A long time ago, when we actually built this line, I already recognized that this would be a problem, the one that I'm solving right now, and apparently I completely forgot that my solution at the time was to just disable the dropper through a redstone line that disables it when the main item stream is sorting. Well, I'm still going to go with my old solution, because basically with this redstone line, then the main system gets priority over the furnace array, and that can't really function because if the furnace array is actively smelting, then the items could potentially build up, and that won't really break anything. It'll just kind of back the furnace array up until it just kind of stops being able to cook new items, because the cooked items won't be filtered out of the furnaces, and then they'll just back up and kind of wreck everything. You see, like this cooked salmon will become a stack, and then it'll build up in here, and then everything will just stop cooking. So that's okay. If I would have found this fix a long time ago, I probably would have just done that instead. But I like this better because it'll give the furnace array priority and it won't break down every time the system is sorting. Alright, summary time. We dug a perimeter. Wait, this is the wrong video. Okay. I am having trouble because the server's lagging. So, I wasn't really able to record many more clips of that footage because my grandma fell asleep and I did not want to talk while that was going on. So, I was able to successfully do that, and we'll show you the specifics right now. Oh man, this is bad. They're digging the perimeter, so we probably got a couple thousand entities on the ground. So let's show what we got here. This is about to get really tough to look at if you're not familiar with what's going on. So I'm going to disable music, turn that on for the stream, and I'll probably be doing that in my streams more often, but not right now. So the item stream comes along here. Let's just kind of go back to where we left off. So this is where the furnace array goes to. It is kind of under construction because Rectic was tweaking a little bit of this. I'm not really sure. He's kind of made this project his pet at this point. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but all of the items come to this furnace, to this dropper right here. It shoots all the items along here. You guys know how item streams work. And comes up this little junction. Wasn't too happy about this, but I did notice that I had to go a block higher because there really wasn't much that I could do about this. So that was kind of just what I had to work with. And I used pressure plates here just so I could get along easier. This isn't really important to it, but if you guys are ever working in spaces like this, like right here, where this pressure plate, if I would have made this like a normal slab, I wouldn't have been able to go through. I don't know, it's food for thought. Anyway, so all of that comes along right up, oh man, server lag, okay, all the way up to here. So everything goes in this chest, and here's where it gets a little tricky. I had to make this a little bit different. If you didn't see before, this chest came along up here, this hopper faced into it, and then the hopper went down into this hopper down here. Now we have it going sideways into another chest. That's how I kind of added some more storage to this. And that all comes along here. So the hoppers kind of junction around into this dropper. And this hopper is connected to the chest, which is where the items come in from the furnace array. And basically all that I've changed is kind of how the hoppers route the items, added a double chest of storage, and except that when the items come through here, it basically just powers this little repeater lane and powers this hopper right here. So what that will do in effect is whenever items are detected to be coming into this hopper and into this chest, these are items from the furnace array. So whenever the furnace array items are coming in, it locks the hopper from up here. And this is the main input for the entire system. This will lock shulker boxes, items, basically anything that's being sorted into the RubiCenter. And the lock for the shulker box loader is the same thing as this. So this will load into it just as the main system. So this will still take priority over the shulker box unloader, which seems to be running right now. Pretty cool. Is there anything else going to be coming in here? Yeah, a few different things. Okay, cool. So yeah, this works pretty nice. Even though the server's lagging right now because everyone's digging, you can kind of see it in slow motion, but I'm pretty satisfied with this. The furnace array can now successfully unload all of its items, and none of them will get lost because the system's screwed up. Basically, the items will take priority. They will get filtered into the system, and then when that's done, the items thrown in by hand will be sorted. And when that's done, the shulker boxes that build up in these chests here will finally begin unloading, just like right now, because obviously this has been done, and now it is unloading into the main system. So yeah, since this is kind of a follow-up to the last time I worked on this, I will kind of show you what else I did. So this is a little bit different from the video I showed a long time ago, where this was all I had, where this repeater powers this dust and it kind of disables the filter. What I didn't think of was it would still be unloading shulker boxes, and that still had priority because of the way the hoppers are laid out here. So now there's just this extra torch down here, which I've later realized can be a little bit of a shorter length, but I don't care. It'll just lock this hopper here and completely stop the hoppers from moving items, and there you go. And now this hopper stream down here is completely unnecessary. So yeah, I might deal with that at some point. But that kind of sums it up. So I solved my problem. It's finally done. Next step is to talk to Rectic because he has changed almost everything about this furnace array down to the simple comparator fader that I had running it, and it's just totally... Yeah, he even took out the item filter, which I'm not going to say that this is better than what I had before, but it's different, and he needs something to work on to keep his mind off school, so I'm just going to let him have his fun with this, because this is... Yeah, we had a water stream and a hopper synchronizer in this, and that's probably my preferred method. Link in the description below if you guys don't know what that is, but... yeah, well anyway, so that's kind of the furnace array, and it's finally done. So, yeah, that's kind of it. So, here's a little teaser as to what we've been working on. New corner over there. This corner over here is kind of getting worked on. And then we just we just blew out this perimeter, or this corner of the perimeter octagon. So, now everybody's working on the slime chunks so that they stop spawning. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.